Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the ABUS number 55MB 40B. This is a brass padlock. ABUS is a German company, very, very well known, very widely notorious just in their brand recognition. They're known globally, a highly respected company. I think here in North America we think of them as padlock, ABUS padlocks. They get into quite a bit more than that in the European market and elsewhere that I am aware of. Very nice quality brass padlock, very inexpensive. A pin tumbler cylinder. I can see the pins inside of there. It appears to be a 4-pin key. Yep, 4-pin key. Now, buried in this part number is going to be the dimensional properties of the item. By the way, weighs about 0.3 pound each, about a third of a pound per padlock. Okay. Now, they say that it's 1.5 width. Okay, I'll basically go with that. They have a 13/16 by 13/16 shackle clearance. That's measured from the inside width for the width of the opening of the shackle, from the base of the body to the underside to the zenith. That would be the height projection. It happens to be 13/16 by 13/16. Thickness of the body, we can measure that as well. Okay, about a 1/2 inch. Going to come with a couple of original keys. Now this client, I should say this item is KA5402. So this client ordered 10 padlocks. They're all the same key. You get 2 keys per padlock. This client will have 20 keys, 10 padlocks, all keyed alike. Why would that be convenient? Well, you don't have to carry 10 different keys. Is convenient. You might have a job site. You might have several job sites, just foot lockers, toolboxes, and you want a single key that will operate those those tool lockers, let's say. I don't know that you would use such a small padlock to protect something highly valuable with a 4-pin pin tumbler cylinder. But keyed alike just is for convenience. It's not for, as safety goes down, convenience goes up. As convenience goes down, safety goes up. That's locksmithing. There is some supporting documentation down below. Let's switch to the screen view and take a closer look. Okay, so here is the item that we are looking at. Now there's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page, and we're going to take that 55MB and copy it. We'll open up the ABUS page, and let's open up their catalog. And then I'll do a find function on the keyboard for 55MB, and we're going to find it. 55MB with a 40B. A little bit of variation I'm seeing here in terms of the shackle height. 5540. They're calling it out 7/8 tall. And then 53/64 wide. We can get real accurate if we need to. Yeah, I'm going to stick with 13/16. It's closer to 13/16 than anything. The 55 is going to be is the series. The second dimension is going to be the shackle size. In relationship to how the body changes in size as well. So 55 is going to be a traditional brass padlock. Okay, brass is very attractive for folks because of corrosion resistance. Solid brass body offers maximum corrosion resistance, available with hardened steel or brass shackle. This is a brass shackle that's on this lock. Inner components made from non-corrosive materials. Perfect solution for outdoor security applications. Okay. Shackle material is brass. We know that because it's in the table listed as brass. We also know it because the magnet that I put on it tells me it's brass and not steel. Okay. So there's your 55 series. Now, that link, and this is a cut sheet posted below this video, but we've opened up the entire catalog. That will allow us to review all things ABUS lock related. Okay, we call these discus padlocks, or what they call those. Those are nice because they're hard to get your bolt cutters onto the head of that bolt. That's why people like those. A variety of different padlocks for different applications. Obviously, the classic laminated steel style padlock, the ABUS that I'm most familiar with. Brass 65 series, going to be a larger unit. Chrome plated brass. Aluminum body material. I'm quite sure that they must make aluminum body material. Monoblock locks, again, appropriate because, you know, it doesn't really permit access to cutting that bolt. Titanium. Keyways. Now they can do, in some of their padlocks, they can do different keyways. So if you have a system where you're doing, you know, Schlage Everest, this is probably a composite Schlage Everest, but if you're running Schlage Everest, you can run it through a padlock. Corbin 60, some 59 series Corbin here as well. Sargent, Weiser Falcon, Russwin, D1 through D4. The classic Schlage. These are multiple broached sections. So this broaching here is going to take every Schlage key from C through L. L is the all section blank, but C, E, C, E, F, E, F, G, F, G, and then you have an H is a multi-section blank. There's another multi-section blank that I don't recall, and then there's the L for the all section blank. These are just multiple. This is just a multiple broached keyway. Okay, not very paracentric at all when you have a multiple broaching. That would not be ideal as far as I'm concerned, to have a padlock that will take multiple keys. Titanium aluminum alloy. I knew they did an aluminum body. Rugged exterior applications. Interchangeable core, removable core, combination units. Now there was a reference to high security here, and I wanted to see where that was. So page 41. Let's get down to page 41. Okay, sure. So that's going to... What is that going to do for us? They have different cylinders here. I think what they're driving at with their high security is that they have their own keyway, which is mentioned here further in the catalog, and it's going to be a patent-protected keyway. Okay, so that's going to, you know, substantially limit access to the key blank itself. It's the premise that Medico runs on. You know, you can go anywhere and buy a Medico lock online, but if you can't get access to the key blank, that lock's not going to do you any good. So a patented keyway is what's going to shift the ABUS into a high security part of the ecology when it comes to locksmithing. Okay, just interesting. So what I was driving at with taking you through this is that the name ABUS is certainly more than padlocks, although we don't really know of them for high security here at all in the United States. And I'm just pulling up, I had seen the service manual for their high security system, and I wanted to pull that up and take a closer look at it. Yeah. Yeah, so there's obviously going to be restrictions in terms of access to keys, etc. Let's wrap up this video on camera. In conclusion, the name ABUS is synonymous with a very high quality padlock at a very reasonable price. A tremendous confluence of both of those components. Really good quality, really competitive price. ENG brass padlocked hardened steel shackle, double bolted, solid brass body, precision cylinder. Okay, just what the packaging says. If you have any questions on the ABUS, this is their 55MB and a 40B, or any other ABUS product, please feel free to reach out to us. As I had said earlier, my experience with ABUS is more of the garden variety material, but once you know how the numbering convention goes of ABUS, then it becomes pretty easy. Series, the size and how that changes, you know, the size of the shackle and how it changes the overall size, and then any keying. That's really it. Any questions on this or any other ABUS product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.